Hi, my name is Tyrone Jackson, and I wanted to just share a couple of thoughts with you. Generally, this message is for my friends on the right, those who, like me, love freedom and who are fighting to restore and to preserve our Constitution and our Republic. I want to give some advice that I don't really hear being given much, because most of the buzz and most of the right follows celebrities. We have a lot of people that are interested in becoming famous, becoming rich, through advertisement and attention gathering. They deal in controversy, and in fact, most of the right's efforts seem to go from one outrage to another. You know, we're outraged about Kavanaugh, then we're outraged about Detroit, and then we're outraged about Chicago, and then we're outraged about Baltimore, and then we're outraged about AOC, and outraged about, liberals boycotting restaurants. But the thing that you don't really see is conservatives being moved from outrage to actual productivity. And what I want to tell you, or what I want to share with you, is that outrage is a trap. It is a trap, just plain and simple. What happens is it exhausts your emotional energy. It exhausts your emotional reserves. And trust me, you need emotion, you need passion in order to do anything, in order to motivate you to move from where you are to where you want to be. Let's say I'm standing right here. If I want to move to right there, I have to actually have the passion or the desire to move right there. Now, if I've sat here and I've complained and I've jumped up and down and screamed, I'm not going to have the energy or the passion to move over there. And to be honest, our country needs us to actually be more wise with how we expend our energy. Instead of following these people that want to be celebrities, that actually have a vested interest in moving us from one outrage to another, we need to actually be rubbing our hands together and rubbing our shoulders together to figure out what our country needs. What do we need as individuals? Why is it that we can't be politically active? For example, myself, I moved to Ohio, but from Texas. But while I was in Texas, I actually changed the laws of the city where I was almost single-handedly. I own a sausage company now, but then I own a hot dog vending cart. And they told me in the place that I lived that it was illegal to set it up on the street. I actually went and I protested, not protested, I actually initiated the gears of legislation to actually to change the code itself. And I had to get people all across the political spectrum, interest groups, all in my corner in order to do that. The only reason that I believe that I was successful after the government notoriously stonewalling me is that I was able to go and literally sit in front of the legislative building, in front of City Hall, and I was able to outweigh them. They couldn't just push me off the schedule and get rid of me. I was right there, day after day, meeting after meeting, pushing what I wanted to see done. And I could afford to do that. And what I'm telling you is that the political process is not really possible for you or for any of us if we don't have some sort of economic freedom. So I'm tying two things together. I'm saying political freedom calls for economic freedom. Those who have the ability to go and to actually sit and to monitor and to hold these Congress people accountable, those are the people that will have their interests represented in laws. It's just that simple. If you just get outraged online and all you can do is create memes and share them, you're not going to get anything done. You may make somebody famous or make it seem like there's a following, but you don't have any impact. What I'm telling you is that we need to start to fight this battle economically. And so when you look at what it is that we need, if the left has dominated our school system, we need teachers. We need educational systems that will provide educational services so that we can replace our school system. If the left is dominating our food and our pharmaceutical industry, we need entrepreneurs who are food entrepreneurs, farmers, and people like myself who make sausage so that we can begin to feed our own selves and our own people. If we need people, let's see where else. If we need artists, we recognize that the left is taking over the culture, the movie industry. We need artists who are politically mindful, and we need to support them. But the thing is, there has to be a change in the conservative movement of one that doesn't spend all his time committing and responding to outrage, but instead we actually invest in the things that we want to see. All right, check out our business, thegoodfrank.com, and see what we're doing in the community, actually teaching people how to start their own business. This is something I'm doing personally and I'm funding personally. I'm always accepting donations, always asking for people to share our projects, share our sausages. It's what makes it possible. But I want people this idea to catch on, that we are the heartbeat of our country. If we become great, we can make America great, but we can't expect for America's greatness to make us great when we're not willing to change or to grow. So again, God bless you. I'll talk to you guys later, and get out there and do something amazing.